Welcome to Bassline Media Podcast. Today we have a special guest joining us, an incredible dancehall reggae artist, originally from Jamaica, now making waves right here in the Tampa Bay area. This artist brings a blend of culture, roots, and fresh local vibes. Let's give a warm welcome for Sean Ryte. Sean Ryte, welcome to Bassline Media Podcast.
Yeah, my G.
Yes, I am. Big
Long
up yourself,
time,
man.
long time. Yes, my people. What go on? Sean
Yeah.
Ryte, live and living colors.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
sir.
And to all my viewers out there, remember to like, subscribe, and share. You think they know that, Sean Ryte?
Yeah, but you know, can't be too safe, you know.
May I tell you?
You don't know. Yeah, my people. Lock in. And also share to a friend. Tell a friend. Tell anybody you know. Tell an enemy. Put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But you know, today, we wanted to be more like a reasoning rather than an interview. We're not going to interview because Sean Ryte, Bridget. So it's gonna be a reasoning.
Yeah.
All right. So for the people who know, heal out of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Which part of Jamaica you're from?
So Kingston. Me know everybody come from Kingston.
Yo.
I know everyone is from Kingston, but Kingston and I man hail from Portland at the same time. You know?
Portland with the boatland.
Yes, sir. So Kingston born and raised partially as well. Portland, that's where my mom's side of people is from. So I claim both.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because people don't like claim country, you know, but he's a town countryman. Yeah.
Well, I'm a countryman. I'm from Westmoreland, so you know the thing go. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Any siblings?
Yeah. So, interesting. So
All right, here I know.
The three oldest, which is my older brother, then my older sister, then me. Right? Then my mother and father decide, you know, wanna go east, wanna go west. So by my mother's side, I have a younger brother and a younger sister. And then by my father's side, I have a younger brother and a younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle.
Okay, so a middle soldier,
Yeah.
big family.
Yes, sir.
So at what age you moved to the US?
15.
15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Okay. So you did high school here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamaica as well.
All right.
And high school here, yeah.
Okay. What high school? Tampa?
No, funny enough, you know, I was over on the east coast of Florida, Palm Bay High.
Okay.
It's over by Cocoa Beach area. The entire area, Cocoa, Melbourne, Palm Bay, it's along the east coast of Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
You decided to relocate to Tampa.
Yeah, I want to show you, say, sports is why I'm here, you know, USF.
Oh.
Yeah. And, you know, after graduation, I decided, you know, might as well just stay.
Okay. What sport?
Football, well, Americans know it as soccer,
Okay.
and track and field.
I will say, I try to be the next Usain Bolt.
Well, them days are long gone. I was trying to, but it never worked. Yeah, it didn't work. And the interesting thing about football, which a lot of people may not know, right? Because when we just meet you, everybody, they call me Savage.
Yeah.
That's the birth name, actually. So,
Okay.
with the camera there, I was a Savage before Savage became a thing. Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the name-
And I was going to get to that too because
Yeah.
I know, remember, initially that was your stage name, Savage,
Yeah.
which at first
Uh-huh.
I didn't even really know that was your actual
Yeah.
birth name, Savage.
Yes.
I thought that was just a name you give yourself, you know, if to dominate in the stage, but that was actually your birth name, Savage.
Yeah, 100%. And then the interesting thing about that, when I realized everybody started using that name, I was like, yo, back to the drawing board. So where the name Sean Ryte came about, there's a famous football player, soccer player in England by the name of Sean Ryte Phillips.
Okay.
So me and the rest of the footballers from USF, for some reason, and most of them man is from Trinidad. Big up all my Trini people.
Big up to Trini.
Most of them man was from Trinidad, and everybody had a nickname, except for me. So one day, one of them decided to say, you know, you play like Sean Ryte, you know. And the name just stuck.
And the name just stuck.
That is it.
That is it. So you came to the US,
Yeah.
living in
Palm Bay.
Palm Bay side, moved to Tampa
Yeah.
because of sports.
Yeah.
how did this music journey started for you? How did what age did you decide, you know what, I want to take up this music? Or what was the influence that brought you into the music?
The crazy thing about the influence is actually the sound system culture and playing music. That's what actually brought me into music.
Okay.
You know, as a little juvenile, you know, most people, they have a sound system on every corner. At least every community have at least one or two sound systems. So, true. You know, my older brother used to be around it, and just like any normal kid who have an older brother, you just try to do what you see them do.
That's true.
So I've been around it, playing the music. But I was always DJing. And the funny thing with DJing, I was always DJing songs to make fun of people.
Okay.
Make fun of your shoes, your clothes, whatever it is. Just make fun of people. Kind of like Papa San back in the day, or just freestyle on spot.
Yeah.
But it's always been in me as long as I can remember. I would say maybe around 9 or 10 is when, you know, I start deciding, you know, I think I like this.
Okay.
But it was always overshadowed by sports.
By sports.
Yeah.
You remember your first song?
No. But I can tell you, it probably was an industry song, because back in the day, if you call yourself a DJ, you have to know somebody's song. Any artist that you like, you're going to know their songs.
Okay. So who was one of your influence growing up? Your musical influence? I know the sound system culture kind of shape you, or, you know, help you to move into the music. But which musical or which artists you look up to back then? 9-year-old Sean Ryte growing up in Jamaica, and your brother playing, your cousin playing them vinyls. Which artists you heard and be like, yo, I want to be like that?
Not gonna lie to you, you know. When me start really take this thing serious is when Garnet Silk is when I really, both of them, and it's a while after I realized the connection with them too, you know. Garnet Silk, Luciano, because on Sundays, well, you know, Sundays is probably the only day you can turn up the call it the companion set really loud, because of good music on Sundays. That's when I really, really say, you know, I'm really interested in this thing, because, you know, give thanks to Grandpa. He's always listening Ira FM and them things. So naturally.
So your influence was a cultural artist.
100%.
But when it started out, you started dancehall.
100%.
So explain that.
Yeah. Honestly, it was easier, you know. And, having access to what would I call certain rhythms.
Yeah.
You find that it's a little easier on the dancehall space. With a culture rhythm, you have to be careful. If say for instance you try to do a culture song, it's more challenging for people to gravitate. Well, at least for me, that's what I thought. It was more challenging for people to gravitate, because you can't really play it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dancehall came with a little bit more hype, where it might catch somebody's ear and be like, you know, I'm feeling this.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you, professionally, the first one you put out, Girl Come Over.
Yeah.
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 That was, you know, it was a banger. For the people that may not know, get them 2 line out of it, no?
Girl, come over now. Come over now. Come over now. Me, I beg you, please, come over now. Come over now. Come over now. Come over now. From you not have no. Come over now. Come over now. Girl, come over.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's just a little piece of it, people.
It's a Tampa joint, man. That song they play in every dancehall club.
Yeah. I remember the Legends. Remember your performance in Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But hold on. I remember, because you used to go in USF, a dance group too.
I wonder if you're not going to get there, you know? Yeah. So before music, or before people knew I did music, I was a dancer still. You know? Every party, locked down the dance floors, everything.
It used to be a Sean Ravers.
Yes. Yeah, man. Real thing, man.
Yeah, I remember you know with the dance crew back then too.
Man, Mirage, Prana, all of them place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with all right. You started influences by the culture music,
side,
right?
yes.
Doing dancehall. And I know you do culture very well because we're gonna get into it because you have a banger.
Yeah.
That song, we'll get into that one later for the people them to hear.
Yeah.
But explain your create because I mean I think you're a great writer. You know what I'm saying?
Give thanks.
Good artist too, well talented, but your penmanship is, trust me, and it's only, trust me, it's gonna get you where it needs. It's the, you know,
Yeah.
because for a person that can do, not many can do, put pen to paper. If it's a dancehall,
Yeah.
them can write it and they can perform it. If it's a culture, they can write it and they can perform it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know you probably have some R&B
Yeah.
thing inside, you know.
Yeah. We have them. Yep.
You know. So explain what's your creative process like when you're working on your music?
It's I just have to get in a zone. When I say get in a zone, meaning just the mind is, I'm not gonna say the mind is clear because to be honest, some songs you kind of need to be pissed off, you know, tell a story. So you can capture the real essence. But my thing is just approaching the music with a concept in mind to say, okay, how will the people receive this? You know, once I have that in mind, then the creative piece of it gets a lot easier. You know, it's a whole lot easier because then I have in my mind what, you know, like a structure. Okay, how I want this to sound.
Okay.
And then it's all about getting the proper melody and then the flow and then just like that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And creative, I don't have to be locked away in a room.
Yeah.
I don't have to be locked away in the car. I can literally sit here and be watching TV and something come to my mind and, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not one that has to really hear the beat first and then write to that.
No.
So you can pretty much just write and then form it.
Yeah.
Play something around the beat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, sometimes hearing the beat, it makes it a lot easier because then the freestyle, like what people consider freestyle, you know, some may say I'm talented that way, but it's just once the beat talk to me, you know, something will come to mind.
But you know, funny enough, and not to really, you know, bring that, but one of our great, you know, Vybz Kartel, he did say something like that in an interview. For him, he'd be watching like a show or something. Most of his songs, that's how it gets created. Yeah. He hears something in the movie and just trigger something
100%.
and write towards it.
100. And it's like sometimes like it's a bunch of music on the brains, but it's like okay, how do I put things into concept? Sometimes I will take one word, and build a song around that one word.
So are you those that like? Cause you have some artists, they don't really listen to other people's music.
Yeah.
Because they said it kind of block their, you know, their creativity. Or they don't want it to be influenced by somebody else's sound.
Yeah.
For you, does that happen or?
No.
It's okay, so.
And that could have a lot to do with the background in music.
Okay.
I can hear a song being played and tune out every word and only hear the rhythm.
The rhythm?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so while the song is playing, I can literally build a song in my head at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's in Sean Ryte car right now playlist? Like what do you listen to?
That it depends. I listen to a lot of culture mix. Like on the normal basis, you know, sometimes some people might see me post something on IG. You might hear a Garnet Silk in the background.
Okay.
It's like I'm always just up on to the culture because it always, majority of them, they have a message.
Okay.
You know, and that's where I believe my roots is from, you know.
So you feel, you know what? We're going to go back to something. We're going to go back to something. No, hold on. Because just listen to you talking about the culture.
Yeah.
It just sound like the whole Rastafarian, right?
Yeah.
And I do remember you used to have
letter here, yeah.
Dreads.
Yeah.
Braids and
yeah.
So was that influence also comes from like family, father or anybody, you know?
No. Because, you know, there's some Rasta in the family,
yeah,
but that's not like the strong point. I honestly feel like it's just the upbringing and being around so much culture music
Okay.
where it just kind of really set the tone.
Okay.
It set the tone. And you hear that with me playing music as well.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah.
warm and then I love that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's where a lot of it came from. The musical consciousness is how I learn it. You don't really sing about slackness. And even if you have to, you use a metaphor.
Yeah,
'Cause as long as you know
which
me,
you do. Yeah, your songs.
you know, you hear me have no cuss words in my
Yeah. But your songs is really speaking that.
Yes.
Yeah, you do it like them soca artists.
Yeah. Say it but don't say it.
Yeah, say it but don't say it.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah, man.
All right. So as an upcoming artist, which I don't even like to use that term, you know.
I still can go around, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't.
Back then, yeah.
I don't even like to use that term because I still feel like, I mean, you've been doing this.
Yeah.
You have music out there, you know. So I'd say an established artist.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What are some of the challenges you face within this space?
Honestly, some of the biggest challenge, and I don't know that many artists would admit this, but starting with self is one of the biggest challenge because sometimes what don't sound good to you sound great to other people. So sometimes from the get-go, you may have a good song and you're telling yourself, nah, this ain't it. And then if somebody hear the song, be like, what do you mean this ain't it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the challenges. Next one is dealing with people, because a long time you know me, I'm a genuine youth. Well, at least that's what people say.
Yeah, very humble.
Sometimes you know people, the way how they deal with you, sometimes it's not from a place of a clean heart.
Yeah.
And sometimes for a man like me, it's very difficult to pick that up and pinpoint that.
Yeah.
So sometimes that may create certain challenges where you want to do like business dealings and other things with people. And it makes it a little difficult at times, but I wouldn't say the challenges are tremendous, like big amount of challenge. One of the main thing with most artists, including myself, is you just need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to what everybody have to say, just do it. So,
yeah, that's true, because sometimes we are our biggest critique, and we sometimes stop ourselves from going forward, because yes, we're waiting for the right, you know, everything just to be perfect rather than just stepping out and doing it, you know.
Just do it.
So sometimes we just have to be like Nike and just do it.
Just do it like Nike.
You know.
Yes, sir.
So what are what projects you're working on currently now?
So right now, I have some dancehall songs that's done, ready to go. I just released one like a couple nights ago, Boss Move. It's on all media platforms. Wherever you listen music on, you can find it. And again, the name, spelling out the name, Sean Ryte.
Sean Ryte.
Just search that on any platform and you'll find me. So I got some dancehall done. I know I have a reggae project that me and Gio are working on. So I have a couple of songs done off of it. So, and I had some culture songs that was done before.
Okay.
So the problem that we're running into now is, do we want to release some of these culture songs first or just wait on the EP? But I'm currently working on a reggae, 100% reggae EP.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And Gio, that's your producer.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you work? Is there certain things that for a specific, like chemistry, has to be for you to work with a producer?
As long as you have vibe, you know what I'm saying. And,
Okay.
and when I say vibe, meaning you walk into the studio, the mood is not like just dead, or the mood is just not weird, you know. As long as you have a vibe, then we can work with it.
Okay. And you had an EP you had released also, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call that one The Right Time.
The Right Time.
Yeah, The Right spell RYTE.
Okay. One of the song, I mean, so amazing was on that.
So amazing,
That's a very very beautiful song for the ladies. Them
crazy thing about that wasn't going to make the EP. I think about 3 songs on the EP. I tell Gio, I said no, just all right. Next time I forward that studio, mix down everything. I man say listen. I say all right, my boss, you win.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
song. That song was a beautiful song.
Yeah, man. And heard the beat, came up with the melody right there, and then so I'm gonna tell Jim, say, I'll go home and finish it. He's like, nah, just record that one piece.
Right.
You know, 1 hour later, song done. Yeah, man.
Okay, and so amazing. Give people them a little piece of that one, no?
Yeah. But me say all the beautiful ladies are one thing, you know. You look amazing. You're whining, you're styling, it is appealing. You look amazing. You're whining, you're styling, it is appealing.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
it's Sean Ryte.
Yes, sir.
Thing called So Amazing.
So amazing, yes.
And
sir.
I know you have something that I heard. I know it hasn't been released as yet.
Yeah,
But that song,
yeah,
Part-Time Lover,
yeah, man.
bro,
Yes, sir. It's a banger
you
for
know,
sure.
that's one
Yeah.
that's one thing. I mean, every chance he
Yeah.
can tell you,
Yeah, man.
every chance I get for him to perform that song,
Yeah, man.
You know,
some more too.
you know, that song right
Yeah.
there. What inspired you to write that song?
I just the rhythm, you know. Yeah, just the rhythm.
So you hear the rhythm and
Yeah.
it just said, you know, these ladies don't need any part-time lover.
And, honestly, that's just what came to the mind, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me get this piece down, you know, and then I work with Gio, go back and forth a little bit, and then forward again and say ready.
Yeah.
I run through it. Yeah, man.
Let the viewers them hear a little piece of the part-time lover.
Say she no need no part-time lover.
I hit that no more.
That is it.
We ain't gonna let
That one there.
producer extraordinaire Gio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
My duck tied up right now.
Yeah. That song is gonna be. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be one for the street. I see that.
Yeah.
And it's not to say, you know, comparing, but I see that neck and neck with a Chris Martin song, Sweetheart and Wife,
Yeah.
which I seen a recent interview. We were all thinking the wrong thing about that song.
Yeah.
He was basically saying his wife with a split personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
story.
man. Hey, and speaking of penmanship,
Yeah.
credit to him. In bad.
Yeah. Very, very,
man.
very talented
Yeah.
artist. And you can know when an artist has that penmanship.
Yeah.
And you see the thing, what I like, you have artists that has a penmanship, but they can't do, it's just lyrics.
True.
Can't create melodies.
True.
You're able to create a melody and also lyrics,
Yeah.
you know,
Thanks,
which is, that's a good thing.
Yeah, man. And not for nothing. I have to give you credit to, you know, Gio, Kirkesy, all of the big DJs that were around the Tampa Bay area. When even Juice, big up Juice same way,
Yeah.
put out Girl Come Over. You know, I think I dropped another one, then I dropped the Bad Mind song and thing. And
Yeah, because I remember we went to the studio to, because initially that rhythm that we put it out on was,
industry rhythm.
yeah.
And the man sent me a
Right.
email. So, you know, they only
Right.
do that if the song is doing good.
But you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Because we went to the studio,
We did it
redid that rhythm, but it wasn't hitting the
Didn't
same
hit the
way.
Yeah.
And it's just like ramping shop for Kartel.
Yeah.
No matter how they did it
Can't
on another rhythm.
It has to be on
It
the
has to
first
be
one.
on Miss
Yeah.
Independent. They could never get it to sound the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy thing about the reggae side of things now. You know, Tarantula, big 'em up family.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're related to Tarantula.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, who is Tarantula?
Why isn't that DJ, songwriter, performer, producer?
Yeah, but you can't just let that just
yeah.
Tarantula.
Yeah, man.
That's
Tarantula
the man that Grammy
Yeah.
written for Shaggy
Yeah. Shaggy and Sting
and Sting.
and multiple more. Yeah. But
So it's in your bloodline.
yeah, man. And him are one of them where him spot the talent early.
Yeah.
And what him said to me, courtesy as well, yo, what make you afraid to sing your song then? You know, like why you try DJ? Sing your song then.
Yeah.
You
And I mean I've told you that before
you tell
too.
me that.
Like
Big up Gio, Juice, no
yeah.
founder.
Yeah.
Sing your song them. So but
Yeah.
finally drop a song when me I sing now, man them say me tell you this long time.
Yeah, no, you when it comes to, and not to take away you from your dancer, but when it comes to the culture,
Yeah.
you always write some solid
Yeah, man.
cultural song.
Yeah, man.
Solid.
And the message, you know?
And
Message, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But lot more to come.
All right. So we're gonna take a little break from it, and we're gonna play a thing, rapid fire. So basically, let me just ask you some questions, and you just kind of in between it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the first one, I know it's gonna be hard for you to decide, but hey, dancehall or reggae? You already
reggae. Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite Jamaican dish?
Why? I know for them, you know. But I go say the oxtail and rice and peas.
So hold on now. Before we even go further, let's get into that. Oxtail. I don't think oxtail is a Jamaican dish.
Well, we claim it.
We claim it.
Yeah.
But listen to me. You growing up in Jamaica, were you able to eat oxtail every Sunday?
No, not all the time. No, sir. No.
Yo, oxtail was one of them pricey where, bro, listen to me.
So here's the trick now. Maybe because when I forward here in the States, it is easier. Because we grew up.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So we only eat oxtail
here
when we came to America, and we can buy oxtail in the restaurant. Yeah. Honestly. So oxtail would be really an American dish. But we the way we cook it, and you know what I'm saying, our Caribbean cook it, I guess we claim it.
Because I know, well, if we are going to talk about when I was in Jamaica, we know jerk chicken is what everybody used to talk about. But for me, it was the brown stew chicken.
Yeah.
For some reason, that just, you know.
And even jerk chicken.
Yeah.
You were one of the main thing we used to get in the restaurant back home.
Yeah.
It's fried chicken and rice and peas. If you really think about it.
Yeah.
It's fried chicken and rice and peas.
Very true.
Jerk chicken was something we only get when we go to the parties, and the man outside with the jump on doing the jerk chicken.
But I mean, which part I grew up still? Actually, both era. Just jerk centers very close by.
Well, true. Yeah, especially Portland. Yeah. So we in the West, we only get jerk chicken when we at party and set up.
Yeah, man.
So, but wait, can you cook?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dish you cook? Don't say oxtail.
I'm not going to say oxtail because that wouldn't be true.
All right.
Funny enough, I would say the easiest to do it is jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken?
Yeah.
So you say
the easiest.
A master up on the grill?
Yeah, man. We have 2 different grills, you know.
All right. We have
entire ready, you know.
Yeah, we'll do a cook-off, man. We'll do a cook-off.
No, man, we can't cook because, honestly, with college days, we never really have the capital for go buy food every day, and them same Trini I tell you about. Sometimes we cook.
Okay.
Put together, buy stuff and cook.
So you were in college with the Trini youth. So what's your favorite Trini dish?
Yo, them man, they love them Pelau, you know.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, you know.
Yeah.
Pelau.
Yeah.
I love that. But let me ask you something. Coleslaw or no coleslaw?
No coleslaw.
No, but hey boy, we taking back your Trini card, boy.
No. The thing is, from Jamaica, I never like that. Cause that's a Sunday day dish.
Yo.
I never like coleslaw from
Sean Ryte.
Yeah, man.
Your Trini people are gonna beat you in the comments,
Oh, my Trini people.
Because I know some that don't eat the coleslaw with it. I can't have Pelau without coleslaw. I have to have coleslaw, bro.
Yeah, man.
I have to have coleslaw
Most
with
people
Pelau.
I know it's just me.
Yo,
it's just me. Yeah.
No, I'm saying I know Trinis that don't have it with coleslaw with their Pelau.
Yeah, man.
No, I have to have coleslaw with my Pelau, yo.
Yeah, man.
Okay, one artist you'd love to do a collab with, right? Dead or alive?
Garnet Silk.
Garnet Silk.
Yes, sir.
I figured that's what you was gonna say.
Garnet Silk.
Give me one of your favorite Garnet Silk.
Commitment has got a hold on me. Commitment won't set me free. Commitment, why are you treating me so? Tell me, what have I done to you?
Big song,
Yeah,
big song.
Garnet.
Yeah. Yo, I used to love some Garnet Silk too, I ain't gonna lie. Love listening to that music.
Yeah, man.
Luciano likewise.
Yes, sir.
Them days bring me back to you're in high school and they have the thing, the fet, the rapping. Remember rapping? Yeah. Where they used to bring the artists them to the school tours.
Yes.
Yeah. But now they can't even do that because most of these artists, they're sung right now.
Yeah, not yeah,
Not
you can't
kids.
sing that in that school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
man.
one of the best advice you ever received?
Musically?
It doesn't have to be musically.
Honestly, one of the best advice, and I'm just now starting to live that.
Yeah.
You can't worry about people and worry about yourself at the same time.
Yo, you know what? I'm going to tell you that.
Respect to grandpa.
No,
Yeah.
you see, when you start living and just basically, because a lot of people, will try to live to please others.
That is very true.
When you start just living and just, because it's not being about selfish,
No.
It's about self-love and just making sure you're good. Worry about you.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's the best thing.
Yeah, man.
It's the best thing.
Yeah, man. And honestly, just recently I've been trying to, but it's something that I hear.
Yeah.
Grandpa gone home to glory a long time ago, but he's always tell me that since he was young,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who you think more popular, Bob Marley or Michael Jackson?
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley?
Yeah. Bob Marley. Michael Jackson, believe me, legendary.
Yeah.
England. I watch a football game. 3 Little Birds is playing in the stadium and everybody in there singing.
Yeah.
Bob Marley, I think the message in the music for him is what did it. I think he's known worldwide, and especially he's known for the message in the music.
Yo, that one is very tricky because Bob Marley is definitely influential.
Mm-hmm.
Branding is way more because anywhere you go in the world, there is somebody wearing a Bob Marley shirt.
True.
Or Bob, and they take their branding very serious.
Yeah.
But so maybe I'd say he's more influential with the message and the music. But I don't know. That one is a very tricky one. I couldn't even. I asked, but I definitely couldn't say.
And here's what I look at. Why I gave that answer. If you should play a Michael Jackson song for any kid in America,
yeah,
they're gonna dance to it, and they probably know it.
Right.
But I'm thinking worldwide. I think Bob Marley have a bigger reach.
Michael is
legendary.
Is popular worldwide too, either.
Yeah. Legendary, but I don't know. That's a tough one. That's
yo.
I mean, they might beat me up, but that's it's not because I'm Jamaican why I picked that answer. It's just when I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, this influential, hands down. Yeah, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay. What do you think about dancehall right now?
Dancehall is safe.
Safe.
Contrary to popular belief, dancehall is safe. I love it. I think there's a lot more growth that's needed.
Right.
And the reason why I say a lot more growth is needed is, for instance, we live in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't think Jamaica have as much artists. I'm not even going to say dancehall artists in general, as they have artists in Florida. Florida bigger than Jamaica. I think Florida has more artists than Jamaica, but yet still, hip-hop is big nationwide.
Yeah.
Hip-hop is big in Florida. Dancehall should not have certain limitations right now. Dancehall should be bigger. Like, I think there's a lot more artists needed in dancehall and reggae, but dancehall need more people. Right, camera there. Dancehall need more people.
So you think it's a fact of needing more, or maybe there's just certain things that needs to be improved when it comes to the infrastructure around the music?
Yeah, it's a lot more improvements. I think there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, and I think once they get away from that mentality, it will be better, because then it will challenge people to actually do more work and put out better music, because then you want to get to the top.
Yeah.
So I think the music itself would get better if more opportunities was there for some other. You have some artists at Jamaica, them bad.
Yeah.
The opportunity is not there. So that's what I mean by when I say dancehall needs
So
more.
you really think with the gatekeep? I mean, I know gatekeeping
it
is
happened to me.
is a so you okay?
Yeah. Remember the first go around with the I got the break.
Yeah.
Come on, people want to charge me money for rhythm. I'm like, listen, I'm an artist trying to get out. You say you like the song. If you like the song, take a chance with me. Let's do work. No, we want money. The only reason why I don't do that is your ideas is yours.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people take your idea and do wonders with your idea. I've
That's
been
true.
in that situation before. I'm not gonna mention who the producer and who the other artist is.
Yeah.
I think you know about it when they had like a talent thing here in Tampa, and when it's all said and done, but artist still but then you know hear about nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you do a talent thing. You win the competition, you're supposed to get your deal. A song, nothing come out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying it's a lot of gatekeeping. Maybe it's not the best word to use, but that's how I can explain it. Is instead of allowing the opportunity to flourish, some people would rather just kind of keep things at bay. And it's just crazy. For an island as small as Jamaica, there's so much talent. There's no limitations. America, we're just gonna use America alone. America is big. You can have 300, 400 reggae artists. They're at different places in America at the same night.
Yeah. I mean, I love what's going on right now, even with
Unity.
Kartel.
Yeah,
well, they'll say unity, but is it really unity?
But them understand the business.
I think
them
that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
A lot of them are now understanding the business of this thing called music.
Yes.
So now, even look at it now, you have artists selling out arenas.
Yeah.
I mean, Shabba did it before.
Yeah.
And like he said, he brought the music in the arena.
Yeah.
And then the artist brought it back to the club.
Yeah.
So
and
now he probably like to see the fact that it's back in the arena.
And it's a very good look.
It's a good look for dancehall, yes.
In my eyes, what that do? That's the same thing when I talk about when we said the opportunity needs to be there. So now Kartel and Beanie and Bunty and them elevate to arenas.
Yeah.
Now the club that they were at, who gonna fill that?
So
You see what I'm saying?
so that's so you think
need more.
Right. So you think is because you're right, because if you think about it, if all these artists are in the arena space, who are the artists that's going to be for the promoters?
There we go.
For the local clubs, because once they get to our arena space, they're not going back to no clubs.
Because then
so in that sense, now these younger artists have to deliver.
There we go.
They have to deliver, because if these artists now are moving to the arena space, the younger artists now, or not even say younger artists, but even the other artists now that's going to be filling the club space, they have to be able to take that torch and run with it,
That is it.
And not trying to be like a Kartel in the arena. Just know, hey, you're not at that level right now.
Exactly.
But you need to, you know what I'm saying, carry the torch, but carry it well in that space. But I like the fact that the dancehall is in those kind of spaces right now, the arena, and because who would think dancehall, not a Bob Marley son or a Shaggy, or Sean Paul is dancehall, but I would say not even a Sean Paul, like a hardcore dancehall would be in an arena.
Yeah, man. It's a great look.
20,000 people,
And it's so
fans going to watch dancehall that they can't even, some of, don't
Sold
even
out.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sold out.
so
A great look, man. Great look.
so in recent news,
Yeah.
Vybz Kartel,
Yeah.
he canceled his show
Mm-hmm.
in Trinidad
Yeah.
due to contractual
Yeah.
thing, missed with the promoter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You heard the price
Yeah.
that he charged, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about that for dancehall? Do you think it's going to affect dancehall in a sense where now these other all the other artists now are going to try to want to be at a Kartel level?
No. I have to give thanks for good reasoning skills and the mental that I have.
Yeah.
I have to give thanks for it. I wish a lot more people see things how I see it.
Yeah.
No, Kartel, put in him work. Buju, put in him work. Beanie, Bunty, them from your youth.
Exactly.
Them man put in work.
Exactly.
Now watch this. They deserve what they're charging now.
Yeah.
Most other artists, I can't tell you that they will take my advice, but what I would do, I would make myself reasonable to the point where I am in front of people. People pay me.
True.
And have no problems paying me to show up to an event. I now watch fit them pocket.
There you go.
Because I did not do the work that they did. At least not yet.
Right.
So I would be of the mindset that, you know what, them man charging what them want charge, I am going to charge something that I can still get shows.
Sure. Okay.
No.
Because I think a lot of them are gonna price because of what's going on. I think they're gonna price themselves out of the market.
They will. And it's something similar to even dub plates.
Yeah.
A lot of artists just don't understand that. A lot of people price themselves out. Is what I'm saying? But if they are really thinking about longevity,
Yeah.
remember, Kartel, when him just boss and thing, him even did that Tampa, Every
True.
week the man dey on show,
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying? So it's not that overnight him just a charge. Buju couldn't charge them price there for decades. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Sizzler, come on. So when they charge what they charge, I think most, I'm not even going to say younger artists, other artists who are not at their level, because I don't care what nobody tell me, not anybody can say they're at Kartel level. Bunty, Beanie, you're just not there.
True.
So, yeah.
So, since we're on Kartel, what do you think about him getting crowned King of Dancehall?
I agree. Because of him crown himself. I heard people them say it.
Okay. So, but do you think it's time for Beanie to be dethroned, even though he's still relevant, still doing what he's doing, still putting out music?
No. And here's why. When we think of the idea of king and empires, there's never one king. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
There's never one.
Kartel can be crowned king and Beanie Man will still be representing as a king.
Because Shaba's still there.
Shaba is the emperor, right?
So I don't think there is one. And other people might disagree with me, but you have to give Bunty some kind of credit. I mean, he's been there. So there's many kings, but Kartel is I would say the new king of dancehall.
The new king of dancehall.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair to say. That's fair to say. So for your fans, where can they find your music or your social media and stuff like that?
Yeah. So as far as music, any platform that you listen music on, whether it's Spotify, Tidal, anything, Apple Music, Sean Ryte, again, SeanRyte, very easy spelling. You can find all my music there. I'm mainly active on Instagram. I do have a TikTok account. I'm gonna be more active there. I'm on Twitch. I'm gonna be more active there. So I'm trying my best to reach people. I've gotten some feedback that I probably need to try a couple more platforms.
Yeah.
But I've already secured the names. So the spelling Sean Ryte, you'll find me at majority of the social media platforms now.
Okay. Well, people, You hear it here, Bassline Media Podcast. I know before we go, we're going to touch one thing because I know we recently had Wet Luau, 15th. Yeah, and you were one of the artists, a DJ when I did it back 15 years ago. Yeah. And on the first one. Yeah. And we were slated to have a performance from you on this one. And I know I'm just gonna take some blame for this as the organizer also. But time and stuff, it didn't get, the performance didn't happen. And publicly on the podcast, we're gonna apologize to all of Sean Ryte fans here, that it didn't happen. But we definitely gonna fix this and make this happen. So to all, Sean Ryte fans that came out and we didn't get to see the performance,
give thanks.
We do apologize for that. So we couldn't.
Likewise, thanks for all the people who came out as well. Cause them reach out, them like, yo, I'm here. It's nothing intentional, things happen. The night was crazy, busy. But we're gonna fix it.
So once again, thank you, bro, for stopping through to the Bassline Media Podcast. We go way back. I love the reasoning. I love the reasoning. It was a good reasoning.
Yeah, man.
I know. Anything you want to leave with your fans out there?
Yeah, man.
Any message?
Yeah. First of all, thanks for the continued support. And, people, when you watch this back, if you can share, any feedback is welcome. I'm not somebody who don't value feedback. This is the second go around with the music, because the first time around, we had to take a break and thing, but fully committed. And what I would challenge some of I will call them fans in a way, I go say friends. Reach out, tell me what kind of music you like, what kind of my music you like, what you don't like, because sometimes it's good to get certain feedback so I can give you the kind of songs you want. So thanks again for your continued support. Respect for your support, because it's been years.
Virgin.
You know what I mean? So whole heart of love.
All right. And we're going to leave on this note. And also, I have a production that's coming out soon.
Oh.
Look Easy. Alongside my producer, Blaze. Yeah. DJ Blaze. Now, Sean Ryte has a track on there also. Yeah. We're going to have it released for the summer. Everything just takes time. Bada General. Give them 2 lines of the track now.
Yeah. What she say? Early morning, she still need it. Like clockwork, best believe it. We go on and on. On and on until she cries stop, cause she feel it. And then we pause, relax, start again. She feel the loving in her heart again. Top striker, now miss the mark again. We knock the target and move on again. Oh,
you know what? We're gonna let you do a medley right now.
Yeah?
I'm gonna drop this rhythm.
Mother Road. How we roll. That's just the way we roll. That's how we rollin'. We clean till we step anytime we touch the road. Yeah. We no run with y'all thing when time we patrolling. We say we always ready for the road. How we roll. That's how we roll. Tell them so we need to every step in our boat. Touch the road we are feeling and name brand call out. Every girl out they want leave we alone, cause them want forward in the love. So stop call off your phone. Them can't get enough of the tiger bone.
Medley.
How long we know you need, right?
You see it. We know.
So me go so now. When them did them when time you just alert. We are trying to panther to go fit that bird. Missing enough of them a listen, but them never learn. You know you never rush the part, you wait for your turn. Them never did the way with a write the story. How the whole of them want share the glory. I smile like everything I feel glory. When you see the hypocrites, you want tell them. You know want the hypocrite feelings. No bad vibes, no bad feelings. We tell them to please stay far. We tell them that's just the way how we are. We don't want no hypocrite feelings. No bad vibes, no bad feelings.
Something for the girl them. Something for the girl them.
Hey, them want know how we go on so. Why are we a big alone they want so? Hey, them a say how we move so. How we swagger let it down past the roof so. Cool now, yeah. How we go on so. Why are we a big alone they want so? Yes like. Them a say how we move so. Look how we swagger gone. Out me tell again. Every girl out they want we. Them a search for the number fi call we. In a night when the weather real stormy, flood out them front yard like a tsunami.
Hey.
Every girl want tie we, but we no heat from girls so don't try we. Think we fool, no girl can't trick we. Can't give me jacket free, we no fit me. Lord.
Yo.
Yes sir.
Yo, see it, the rhythm all done.
That's how we know it. That's how we do it. Yeah man.
Yeah, man. But you know, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, man.
You know, big up to all the subscribers, the viewers. Thank you all for your support. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Bassline Media Podcast. We're gonna have a lot more in store for you, and you know, it's only the beginning.
Yeah, man.
Sean Ryte.
Yeah, me J.
Thanks again for coming through.
Respect.
And remember, Sean Ryte on all social media.
All of them. Everything.
All of them.
Bless up.